So I think every firm knows they need to do something about it. There's a bit of a directive from on high, maybe a link to various tools that are available to use in sort of this co-pilot way. It's sort of like, go try these tools and see how it can improve your practice. And it's either down to the individual lawyer, or maybe it's going to be organized by a practice group.
You fundamentally can't rely on a generic AI model, because all of the most valuable work product and judgment is really living in the brains of attorneys and in documents that are privately stored, are not in the public domain. So a generic model does not have the level of fund formation, of private equity knowledge that it would need to do useful work. Legal engineering is essentially a new discipline or a new career path that we at Norm AI have pioneered, where trained attorneys who've gone to top law schools, worked at top law firms, come to us at Norm AI. We retrain them into legal engineers. They're creating essentially the infrastructure, the guardrails, the tools.
We build the environment in which legal engineers can develop new automations and evaluate them, validate them, and do legal tasks end to end in a way that can be measured and learned from going forward, and to produce data that informs future legal matters.
We are on live deals that we can do now based on the agents and tools that have already been developed. And as we progress through, say, a Series A venture capital deal, it's a continuing work in progress almost. So we'll have feedback as human lawyers who have done this, highlighting this issue. It's given me alternative ways of negotiating it, but here's another thing that I thought it missed, or it could have emphasized differently.
I think that feedback loop is part of what's so important. Each time we do a transaction or take on a matter, we do the work with the tools built by the engineers and the agents developed with the legal engineers, and then we learn what's working and what's not working, and we iterate on that with the various teams, and then for the next deal with that client, we've ingested all that feedback and are only better every time.
A big part of it is getting greater consistency and greater guarantees about how an agent will behave, and validating them before we kind of deploy them into a practice area. Furthermore, building in gates and checks such that even over the course of a trajectory of a legal task, something can be escalated when needed to a human reviewer.
We call it a partner brain download, where we want to get all of that domain knowledge, some of it kind of substantive knowledge, some of it judgment calls, preferences. It could be at the level of how each partner wants work product to flow up from the junior associate, i.e. AI agent level, to the senior associate level, to their review in terms of how things should be called out to them.
We're incentivized to use AI in the most helpful and beneficial ways, and that's not necessarily true everywhere else. And we're using it in a way to make us better lawyers, but also to make the work product that our clients receive and that they interact with and the value of that work better.